Hey, it's Justin Brown here from Primal Video. Teleprompters are a great tool to help you create more content faster. They help you structure your content so that all your planning and thinking is actually done before you're in front of the camera. But if they're not used well, then they can have a negative effect. First off, you'll lose authenticity from your video because it's going to be obvious you're just reading from a script, but also you'll lose that important connection with your viewers. So in this video, we're going to cover some tips on using teleprompters so that it doesn't look like you are. So there's two main ways that people are going to know that you're using a teleprompter. If your eyes are wandering around and they're not making direct connection with your audience, or if it sounds like you're reading. So let's tackle the first one first. Now it's going to be pretty obvious if you're reading, as we said, if your eyes are moving around, but more so if they're moving off camera. So if you're actually reading and your eyes are going either side of the camera lens, then you're really breaking that connection with your audience, and it's going to be really obvious because you're not looking at them. If you're having a conversation with someone normally, you're going to make eye contact, and you need to keep eye contact throughout your videos as well, because you are actually talking direct to your audience. So this is normally caused by text from your iPad maybe that's been projected to either side of your camera lens. So it's wider than your camera lens. And when you're reading that text on either side, then your eyes are wandering beyond that point. So the quick fix here is to try and use a narrower device, something that's as close to the width of the camera lens that you're using. So it could be a smaller tablet, or it could be your phone. If you don't have access to a smaller device, then some teleprompter apps will let you adjust the width of the display area for your text, so you can shrink it down so that it's going to be a lot closer to the camera lens that you're using. So if you then make sure that the text that you're reading off your teleprompter doesn't go outside the area that your camera lens is picking up, then it's going to look like you've got eye contact with your viewers the whole time. Another option you have is to increase the distance between yourself or whoever's presenting and the teleprompter, which is going to make it far less noticeable if your eyes do wander outside of the camera lens area. And this is actually how they do it in a newsroom. There's quite a lot of distance between the people presenting and the teleprompter itself. So now onto the second telltale sign, the delivery. If it sounds like you're reading, then you most likely are. You need to be confident, you need to be conversational, and you need to be engaged with your viewers. And a lot of people lose that the moment they start reading from a teleprompter. So in order to get over that, the words that you're reading need to be your own. The moment that you are reading something that someone else has prepared for you, and there's words in there that you wouldn't normally say, then you're going to get tripped up on them, and it's going to be pretty obvious then that you're reading. So it's really important that if you haven't written the script yourself, that you at least read it 3 or 4 times before you present, so at least your brain knows what's coming and that you're prepared for any words that are in there that you may not normally use. More ideal than that is that you rewrite the sections that you wouldn't normally say to words that you would use in everyday conversation. If you're reading from a script that's all in your own words, it's going to be much easier for you to present. There's going to be no surprises, no words that you don't know how to pronounce that are going to trip you up, and it'll allow you to be a lot more relaxed and really be animated for your viewers so they get that deep level of personality and connection coming through in your videos. Now, if you're struggling with the speed that your teleprompter is scrolling at and it's stressing you out because it's just moving too quick, you're trying to keep up so you're not getting any emotion or any connection through to your viewers, then I would suggest that you stop the scrolling altogether. Just work through paragraph by paragraph, take it slowly, and just scroll as you need to manually. Once you get comfortable presenting that way, then you can start to turn things like the auto scroll back on and then speed it up as you need to. And one more thing you can do is, instead of writing your script out word for word and reading it out word for word, is to just use dot points. So just put key points for the topics or things that you need to cover in your video and talk to those. So that way there's no chance of it sounding like you're reading, because you're not going to be reading, you're just being prompted for the topics or sections that you need to talk about. If you're looking to improve the quality and the speed of your videos, then make sure you grab our free guide covering the ultimate video editing process. There's a ton of tips in there to help you create better quality videos faster, and it's absolutely free. I'll put a link on screen now and in the description below. I'll see you next time.